Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's few days to Christmas and I know this is the period when a whole lot of people are really working so hard to put things in order. It's a period when you have to spend a lot of money to send love to your family far away from you or who are even close to you. It is a period when you are trying to get outfits for your kids, for your family in general. And there's hike in prices of things. So once we enter the month of December, there's always hike in the prices of commodities in the market. And because of this, you got to spend a whole lot of money to get some of these things. It's a period when you have to buy food in a larger quantity, knowing that a lot of visitors are going to come over to your home or you traveling over to your family to see them and a whole lot of things. Due to these reasons, we all know December to be a period when we all spend a lot of money. And as you can see, personally, I'm still working so hard. I know by the month of December, a lot of people are already rounding off a lot of things that they have been doing for the year. But if you look at me, you see that this baby girl is still hustling so hard to make something before the year runs out. And that's exactly what I want to take you through in this video. I want to take you through the journey of what I'm doing for the month of December. For some days now, I have been trying to apply to several sites. I've been trying to apply to several studies, apply to researches. I've taken so many of them, and for some, I'm still working on them, just like I showed you in the first few minutes of the video you saw. I'm still taking studies, I'm still taking researches, I'm still trying to tour around several sites to see the ones that will work for me this period and the ones that will not work for me. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through all of these processes, the sites I'm working on, and the few things I'm doing on this site to see if I can still make something for myself before the Christmas day arrives. And as you can see, I'm still in one of the sites. Some of the sites are already sites I've shown to you in my previous videos, like the Saros research. The one I just concluded few minutes ago is from Saros. I don't know why most of you still complain about Saros. Saros is one of the platforms that I really like to work on, even though that the major challenge about Saros research is that sometimes you get to apply for their studies or their researches and they don't call you back. But if you have already understand how this platform works, if you have already taken your time to know what not and what is about this site, you are not going to be finding it difficult working on Saros. So now let's just look at few things you really need to know about Saros research. So let's just do it a practical way, just to help some of you who have been complaining about this platform. Let's see if there's anything we can actually do together concerning this platform. We all know that when it comes to payments, Saros actually does well. Even though that they are not my best, but at least I know that Saros is doing well. So now let's look at one or two things you need to know about Saros research. The first thing you need to know is your profile. Your profile is very, very important when it comes to Saros research. I know most of you don't take profile as something very important. You just feel anything you like and all of that. The city you are using for Saros is very, very important because this city tells them if you are going to be available for some surveys or not. So another thing, your city, your postcode, your age, and all of these things under your profile, they are very important. They are very, very important if you really want to work on Saros research. And another thing you should also take note is your job. Do you get it? The title of your job is very, very important. For example, if you are in into human resources, you have to know at least basic things on these human resources, the your job duty as a human resource manager. It's very, very important. Then another thing is, if you are applying as a food and beverage manager, you have to also have an upper hand, have a total control over that job title, because most of the things they are going to be asking you, they already believe that since you said you are a food and beverage manager, you should be able to answer all questions under the food and beverage. Do you get it? So now, let's just take a look. That's basically things you should know about this Saros research. If you really want to be getting a lot of studies, your profile has a major role to play in this platform. So now, I have already concluded my research. I had a one-on-one on this particular platform. And now, another platform I have been on. From next year, I'm going to be introducing several new sites we are going to be working on. But right now, I just want us to run off all of the sites that I've already introduced you to. Even though that not all of them I'm currently working on. I've applied in some, and in some I'm not yet working on them. In these few periods I have before Christmas, because I'll soon be traveling, and before the time for travel, at least I want to make something reasonable. I'm challenging myself to make something reasonable from all of the sites before I leave. So now let's also take a look at user interviews. User interviews is one of the sites I also love to work on. And if you have issue with PayPal, you are the type always complaining about having not being able to create your PayPal account, even though I've made a video on that. So you can just go over to my main channel and get the video from that particular channel. So if you are into these user interviews and you have been applying, trying so hard to be called back on user interviews, you should also know that in user interviews, your LinkedIn profile, let me just say your LinkedIn account, has a very important role to play in you being called back in user interviews. Most of the time, people who complain of not being called back are people who do not have LinkedIn profile linked up in their user interviews account. If you want user interviews to call you back, make sure that you have your LinkedIn account linked to your user interviews, and make sure that the LinkedIn account you are using is a professional one, not just anyhow LinkedIn account. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile is professional, and that your LinkedIn profile also has a lot to do about what you filled in user interviews profile. So the two work in pari passu. Do you get it? If what you filled in your user interviews as your job title, that should be the same that you should also fill in your LinkedIn profile. It's very, very important. So I don't have much to say about user interviews, because left to me, I see user interviews as a very easy to work on platform, because if you already have your LinkedIn profile and you are applying to at least 2 to 3 so you are taking 2 to 3 screeners in a day, definitely these people are going to call you back. And one truth I want to share with you in this particular video is that I want you to know that not all researches you apply that you are going to be called for. That's just the simple truth, in case you feel that you have been applying and they are not calling you back. The truth remains that not all the researches you apply for, that these people are going to call you back. If they look at your screen up answers and everything tallies with what they really want from you, why not? These people will call you back. So that's basically what you should know about your LinkedIn. If you want what you should know about user interviews, if you really want them to call you back, your LinkedIn account should be linked to your user interviews. And the profile you used in your LinkedIn account should be similar to that of your user interviews. So now that's about user interviews, and we all know that user interviews pays through gift card, and they also pay through their major mode of payments is through gift card. So if you have issue creating PayPal account, at least you can leverage on this particular platform to see what you can get for yourself, because they pay through gift card. And one thing I admire about user interviews is that anything that makes you to take a screener test and they call you back to come and take your study, just know that whether or not you do well in your main study, your main research, these people are going to pay you. Anything that make you to pass your screener test and come and they call you back. That's one thing I love about user interviews. I've had some time that I didn't do well in my studies, like the questions they asked me, I didn't really get prepared for them. And these people still had to pay me because at least I was able to show up for that particular research. So that is just it. And another thing you should also know about user interviews is that you can schedule your time. Instead of you to just go for your research and fumble in it, it's better for you to reschedule it and get prepared ahead of time. So now let's also look at respondents. I don't really want to talk much about respondent because you all know how much I love respondents sites. So for respondents, if you have been having issues getting called back on respond, I don't even see respondent as a platform that you will apply and they won't call you back. Like, I've not had such challenge before. If you really want respondent, let me put respondent and prolific together because these two sites I'm currently on them this period. Like, these are the major platforms that I'm currently on. You see respondent, you see prolific, you see user interviews, you see userlytics, you see user testing, you see what again? Saros. These are the major sites. That doesn't mean that I'm not working on in other platforms, but what I'm trying to say is that these are the major platforms that I'm currently working on in this period as I am challenging myself to make something reasonable before Christmas. But now let me take these two together, this respondent and prolific together. If you have been applying in respondent and prolific and these people have not been calling you back, just know that there's one single mistake you are still making. You are not using a work email. You are not using a work email and an ID card. These two things are very important for respondent and prolific. They value work email and ID card like there's no tomorrow. So that's one thing you should know about respondent and prolific. If you really want to work in respondent, like you want to take these two platforms as your major platforms of earning online, then you have to do well to get your work email and get the second one as well. They are very important because that was exactly the same challenge I was facing initially. I will apply, they won't call me. I will apply, they won't call me until I had to take out my time. I took like 1 or 2 weeks to study about these two platforms to know why I have been applying and they have not been calling me back. I also tried to make some researches, go online, browse about the two platforms to see if there are people who were also experiencing the same issue with me, until I found out that these were the major things they needed. There are these two things. So immediately I was able to link these two things to my respondents and my prolific account. Everything changed immediately. Like I told you, I hardly apply on respondents without them calling me back. And that's because I have already given them exactly what they want. So if you really want to do well on these two platforms, just make sure that you already have these two things. And if you have been applying, you are still finding it so difficult, please let me know in the comment section. And if you want me to make a video about this work email, just put your comments down below this video so that I will know. If I see a lot of persons who are requesting for the work email video, that is when I will go ahead to create it. I wouldn't want to make a video on work email and it will just be 50 persons that watch the video. So if I get a good number of people requesting for work email video, I'm going to create it for you. And if you have questions outside some of those things that I've stated, do well to ask me also in the comment section. So now, these are just the basic things you need. Once you have all of these things, you won't be having issue. And let me give you a little tip of how I've been succeeding on these platforms. One thing I usually do is to go through their terms and conditions, their privacy policies. Once I go through all of these things and find out what each of these platforms want me to do for them, I always want to give it to them and I won't be having issue. The only time you'll be having issue getting called back from these research platforms is if you fail to give them what they want, like a particular platform platform telling you that they consider someone who has a work email before you, who don't have, you should automatically know that these people are just telling you that if you don't have a work email, you won't be called back. So just make sure that you have done all of this, and you'll see that these people will start calling you back. And that is just it. If you have more questions, let me know in the comment section. And like I already told you, from next year, I'm going to be introducing a whole lot of new sites. I'll be introducing a whole lot of new sites from next year. This year, I just want us to round up with the ones we've learned. I don't want to just film so many videos, both the ones that are relevant and those ones that are not relevant. No, I don't do things like that. I've just been, if you watch, you see that my channels have few videos, and that's because I just want to groom you on how to work on these platforms and make something for yourself, instead of making a whole lot of videos, piling up my channel with a whole lot of videos, and yet no one is earning from what I am saying. So most of you can already confirm that all the videos I've shared so far are very, very legit. Like Infotech, the date Infotech is still paying. And one thing I love about this Infotech is that no matter your location, you can actually work on Infotech. So if you don't know how to get this Infotech, I'm going to be dropping the video of this Infotech in our Telegram channel. So that is just it. If you are asking where is your Telegram channel, just go to the description of this channel and you'll be able to see the link leading to my Telegram. So that's just it. I think we will have to pause it here. Let me see your questions and see how I'm also going to come in and also attend to most of your questions. So apart from these ones I've mentioned that I'm working on, just go to my main channel. If you go to my main channel, you'll be seeing where I have already done step-by-step guides. Like I told you, in this channel, I don't do step-by-step guides. I don't do step-by-step guides here. This is just a platform where I'm trying to cool off my hair from the work I'm doing in the other side. So if you want step-by-step guides of how to create accounts and how to work on all these platforms that I am also working on, please kindly go over to my step-by-step guide channel. I'll be dropping the link in our Telegram group. So that will be all for now. See you next time in the next video. I don't know if this will be my last video for the year in this channel, but let us see. And as time goes on, I will know if I will be able to post more videos for you before the year runs out or not. See you next time in my next video.